Anyways, John, hello. Hi, I'm Coffee Traveler. You're John. I play a shit ton of Cobalt Core so much. I love this game so much. But introduce yourself to chat.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sid. I go by LetsDoTheJawn over here on the old Twitch. I play not as much Cobalt Core, but I really love it. And old CT here got to witness my first completion of the game. It was a tearjerker.
It made me cry. I'm not gonna lie. They have built this game on top of their universe of their own like IP because they have a previous game to this game that I've never played. But it's beautiful. Oh my god, the polish.
Truly,
The polish on this game.
I was not expecting it. I think. Did I pick this one up because you told me about it? I don't recall, but...
Okay. I rated into you because you were playing Cobalt Core.
Right.
Because usually whenever I play a game, I just go raid somebody because this is how you find new people. And this is like, hey. Yeah. And here's the thing. I don't know what it is. I'm not a big VTuber enjoyer, but there's so many VTubers out there. You weren't VTubing. So I was like, hey, there's a person.
Yeah.
I'm not telling people that they can't enjoy these things. Let me be very clear. Go enjoy your things. But like, I don't know. VTubing is kind of weird for me. But it's not my vibe. And... that's fine. So that's why I rated into you, and we found out that you're fucking awesome playing Power World right now on stream and other things.
Multiple. I'm highly ADHD. I kind of just play whatever feels good at the moment.
Exactly. So I haven't even started a run, but do you have like a favorite crew set? Like maybe you have a favorite crew set. For me, it has to include rigs, and then
yes,
you're gonna disagree with me on this.
Oh no,
Max. Oh my boy, Max. Have you clicked admin deploy A and annihilate your whole deck and get an infinite with rigs? This is your brain on infinite.
No, as you've seen in my play, I'm pretty front door about it. I love Max. Like I'm learning to love Max, but it was only through people in chat telling me how bad I am at it and what I need to do better. I do a lot of rigs, parry, and red. Oh, who the hell?
Drake. Just shoot him. Just shoot him.
Just front door.
Just shoot him.
You don't need defense when you've got enough offense.
Why move your ship around when you could just shoot them? Like, you don't even need to bring rigs with you. Just shoot them. Fucking hell. Let me show you.
What is overheat if I beat you in 2 turns?
Yeah, overheat has no downside if they're just annihilated. Wait, where's my run history? It doesn't have the time that the things took. I had the hardest time with Perry, Isaac, and Max because I was like, how do I move my ship around? What do I fucking do with this crew? Holy shit, I had to play it 3 times. I died in like Act 1.
Yeah, I'm trash with Isaac.
But like the Perry Drake runs here, it does it have the time it took? Yeah, 26 minutes, right? 22 minutes. Look at this run. 22 minutes just blasting because you have multi-shot A, overpower A. Where's the heat wave here? So you're just putting overpower on. You also have revenge drive, so you just have tons of overpower and just smash the enemy. Why would you ever need to move when you're the danger? 65 combat turns. Usually I'm over 100 and it's a 45-minute run, right? Some other stupid stuff. This is like 95,
I see
30.
Some cat runs. Gotta love cat runs.
110, look at 110, 37. Like, what are you doing? Esoteric bullshit. When you could just shoot them and have a 22-minute run. Just shoot them. Okay, so my question to you then is, on a run here, would you like to see into my madness, or would you like to lean into your madness? Okay, we're gonna do this.
No, I'm always down to learn. I want to see how you do the weird stuff. Books is amazing, and I'm terrible.
Books requires Max, a bunch of setup, but yeah.
Yeah, I tend to do worse with characters that you need to hit a stride midway through a run where it's like, okay, I've built to the point that now I'm amazing. I like to start off decent and work towards amazing.
Yeah.
Not start off at like a dead ass 0 and then work up to the 100. But
yeah, Max is like pretty bad in that way.
And I'm impatient.
Yeah, Nora from chat said, "Oh no, your streak." I did have a huge streak of wins. It's really funny. Yeah, so you can either like take books here or these other things, but for me, this is like a core of a really strong team. Like, well, you don't block very well with this team, but like with books, you either augment moving a ton because like Riggs moves a ton, right? Or you augment blocking by getting shards and blocking that way. Is like a way to do it. So. Very curious to see the gameplay kit. You can see the menu. This game had a lot of attention for... Yeah, the devs love this game. Holy shit. Nora, this is Kat talking to you. This is your AI in your ship. You're on a loop for some reason. The Cobalt Core has exploded and you're on a loop, so I don't want to like ruin that for you in particular because Nora's never played. You get to pick 3 and a ship, so there's a huge combination. Beyond just the like logbook, there's 5 ships. I haven't played any of the other ones. I just play the Artemis. Like, it's too much. It's too much.
I play the, is it the Ares that you can swap, one side's a shield, one side's a cannon? You can freely swap back and forth each turn. I love that ship. Again, with the pure front door attack style, it works very well.
I have no idea what to do with any of the other ships, so like I'm gonna have to take your word on that, right? Because it goes both ways. I don't know. I have no idea. I feel this is like a very kind of bad start. A random rare card can be oftentimes very detrimental because you can't play it. Nora, you do not need to watch to not be spoiled. You will not see the ending here, and you won't see any of the memories here. Like, I will not show you any of the unlocks of memories, and I won't show you the end. So it's a bare minimum like 20 runs or something to unlock all the memories, and then you unlock the final sequence. So you won't be spoiled on any of that. I'm feeling pretty bad about this. I like the common artifact here because like more artifacts good, right?
Yeah, I agree.
I'm
also not a fan of just give me a random rare card. That seems too much of a gamble for me.
Yeah, here's the best part of this game is you can just stack a ton of dodge and then just they can't hit you. And the cards play so succinctly as well too, right? Where you just like get to play it out, and we don't need to block. Get that card out of here. We don't need to block. We only need to block a little bit. Because also they're going to get power drive, and they're going to like annihilate us if we try to block. Speaking of trying to block, that's funny. We'll just block. But as your deck gets smaller and smaller and smaller, you can just play your best cards. Like Scramble, you get to play for free, and it goes away forever.
And one thing I love is there's no detriment to running out of a deck. Like there's no detriment to decking out. You just reshuffle. It doesn't penalize you for trying to get through and get to your best hand better or quicker rather. Yeah,
exactly. So like if you have nothing in if you have a 1 card deck that says like draw a card, it will redraw its like card, and that's like an interesting mechanic as well too, right? One of the things that is interesting here is we're going to take a bunch, but we'll also just block a bunch. Here's what we were saving our block for. Get them out of here. The other thing in this game, you don't have to click and drag the cards. You just click the card and the thing happens. So when you have an infinite, you just go click, 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 click. It feels real good. How are we feeling about any of this?
Let's see. Heal 2, gain a non-temp crystal shard. I am very bad at mineral deposit. Really anything that launches things that are going to obstruct me. I tend to be bad at. It's one of the things I really want to work on with Isaac, because Isaac is the character I want to be better with, but I cannot. I just can't do it. I don't know why.
Here's the thing that you do wrong in there. You have to upgrade his drone to be a bubble so that it blocks twice, because it blocks infinite amounts of damage. And then when you do that, you'll play the long game rather than playing the shorter game. This is also, I feel, a pretty bad card because it costs 2. Like, it just costs 2. It doesn't do anything measurably. I mean, it does block. Like, these 2 geodes you'll launch will block. I like the perfect specimen here. It's rare. It gives us a crystal shard. It makes our crystal shard cards better. We got offered 3 books cards, which is weird. I like this bottom path, probably. Unless you're just going to take 3 shop upgrades. Like, 3 shop upgrades could be very strong.
Yeah, I'm a big shopper, but I also depending on who I'm playing, I do like to hit up the purple spots for the elite enemies.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's really your 2 options: is the mid top or the pure bottom.
I think we get enough card rewards before we go here, right? We get enough card rewards.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry,
I found I still had an EKG sticker on my chest.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that was fun. That's a nice little surprise. Thanks, ER.
Yeah, like when you go shopping, you forget to take the tag off the pants, and you're like, oh yeah, all right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's like do setup here and setup, and we'll just take the one because whatever. We can't like move the like mid row or anything. This was gonna deflate anyways. Get me out. So one of the things is evade stacks forever. You can just sit on it. We're just gonna like take a lot less. I don't think we need this. We also have our mage hand. Same with these shards. These last forever. They sit here until you use them. We're gonna start using them like this. Go ahead.
There is one artifact that limits you to what, like 3 evade or something. I forget what that one was. Do you know?
It is the Riggs Demon Drive or something like that.
Yeah, I never use it.
I have taken it exactly once to put it into the logbook.
Exactly once, and that's
I was like, I'm good. So yeah, you get to negate 4 damage, and there are many ways to negate 4 damage. You can move, you can block in the mid row, you can block with shield. Like this is the biggest difference from Slay the Spire to this game, is that the mid row and other things can block for you. So we can just leave, right? We just leave. Bye. And then
also go ahead.
I went towards the mid row over here because I figured the next one was going to be this 3 here, and that's blocking for us, right? So we're going to take 1 heat, and this is like fine because I just want to put in damage. I'm looking for my mage hand as well too. It's in here somewhere. There it is, because it does 2 damage. And then this blocks here because this is like the future planning that you can do.
Laying amongst the asteroids.
Yeah.
Passive blocking.
Oh, we didn't take the heat. Okay, good.
Yeah, as long as you finish before the end there. That's what I was saying. What is overheat if you just kill him quick enough?
No downside.
Yeah, no downsides.
Yeah.
Gain 1 shield. Not knowing what static noise. I don't know what static noise is. Is that just a burn
static
card?
noise puts an exhaust. It is a
Oof.
No, this card is incredible. Ouch. This card, no, this card is incredible. Number 1, you're doing 3 damage. Most damage is in our deck is doing 1 or 2.
Yeah, I like the 3 for 1. That's
and static noise means you can annihilate even more of your deck. No, the game is the game is so cool. Yeah. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry, you were saying.
I forget how you actively use exhaust.
Exhaust is so good.
It's so good. I don't think to use it strategically. I try to avoid it.
The current problem with avoiding it right now is we don't have any attacks.
Yeah.
We have no extra attacks outside of this, and we didn't get any like upgrades. Like, because I think some of the first bonuses you can get is upgrade 2 cards to A. And like, say you hit both your basic attacks, like that's not great, but they now cost 0. Or if you get the B upgrade, they now do 2 damage. So now you have this like interesting situation of a game. Like right now, I just want to get rid of them, but like, yeah. So we're gonna take this because number 1 is damage, and number 2 is going to help annihilate our deck, so we can go towards an infinite. Because you'll see a bunch of rig stuff that like, if you have nothing in your hand, draw a card is like the rigs trinket we're looking for. But yeah, adaptive playing, let me read these out to you. Adaptive playing is 1 max hull and heal for 1 when you defeat a boss or an elite. Fracture detection is brittle. Brittle means double damage when you hit that like zone. And then shard enhancers, every time you play a crystal shard, you block. 1 temp block. Not every time, the first time.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
In that scenario, again, I have found that adaptive plating I don't end up using enough of. I generally go with fracture just because I like to.
This is again, so much damage.
It's so much damage.
So much, and also most enemies that you fight in the game outside of evil rigs and outside of the first boss have very few parts.
Exactly.
Like, sure, there's Jumbo in this zone here, but like, and they have a bunch of parts, but like most enemies have 4 or 5 parts. So like, fracture detection is insane. This one has quite a few parts on it as well too, but 2 of their parts are already like weakened, and so like one of these 5 parts are fracture. Let's like start here and then probably crystal shard, and then we're not even blocking for full, and it makes me sad. what's in the box. We'll just block for full. We'll save our memory leak. This is going to be a little bit longer of a game, but that's okay. We can recycle our whole thing. Yeah, there's our memory leak. Sure. We'll put that in the deck. So everything in our hand exhausts right now. So like goodbye and goodbye and goodbye, but keep the crystal shards. We will take a little extra here because we're not full blocking, but this fight is like kind of rough in that sense.
Yeah. Got that nice memory leak.
I was gonna block again, because we don't know where the fracture is. And then
Fair.
One of the things is you can think about admin deploying it, but like since this is going to be like a longer fight, and I'm looking for the scramble, except for I played my cards wrong because I was chatting. We'll save ourselves a little bit of damage. Because this enemy does not move around a lot and we don't produce a ton of evade. But that's okay. I guess we just sit here and keep shooting and let's be done with the fight.
Yep.
That extra like three that we did throw out the one time is pretty good. For Noro in chat, this bottom right corner, this is exhaust, is the same mechanic as Slay the Spire. This says stun on it. So the ship across from you will be turned off. All of its actions is stun, but they will get power drive, which means all of their attacks do more. How are we feeling about some of these cards?
I tend to stay away from anything that gives. I mean, I get enrage is kind of like an oh shit button, a nice pause, but I'm always.
It helps you set up
someone extra damage.
Exactly. It helps you set up.
Yeah. But I don't really like reroll, and as I said, I don't really know. I'm very bad at mid-row manipulation, so I feel like for me, I'd end up taking enrage just because I don't really use either of the others.
Oh, you wouldn't skip?
Again, I don't know, man. I don't.
No. We're in a mid. Yeah, you have 4 options here. You could skip. I think Meteor is okay. Like Meteor is okay because it's flippable. This like flippable means you can go either direction, and it helps us move around the battlefield. We could probably find better things. I would just take the enrage because you get another setup turn. And sure, they might murder you, but you can meet opponents like this that don't have any what do you call it? They don't have any like ability to like murder you. Right now I'm fishing for the brittle spot. Hey, I found it. Because they have just 4 locations here, right? And it's like, oh, this thing shoots for 2? Okay. Oh, hey, memory leak. The game over. 6 damage. Watch some hockey for a bit. Wish you luck. Thank you, Claire. How we feeling? Some of this. Reroll probably not, so we could talk about the other 2.
Yeah. I've never seen the Vamoose one. That is a new card to me.
It's so good.
Yeah,
move 3, get 4. Like the turn is over, right? Like I'll just use that for my whole turn, or I'll play it with admin deploy for like cheap and put it into play easy, right?
Yeah. I think that's probably where I would go. Shuffle Shot's nice, just the 1 to 2. It's like a nice ratio, but
we have some of our damage cards already, I think.
Yeah.
We're gonna need some more options to like move around. Hey, I was speaking of Jumbo earlier. And look, we get to just do this and shoot him in his face and then do this. I don't think we do this actually. Probably not. He has too many guns. It's too many. We can't get rid of the reroll though. I'm gonna keep the static noise. We can make our deck a lot smaller with static noise. Yeah, Moose. And we won the 50-50 roll.
Yeah, that was lucky.
Yeah.
Sometimes now, does it pick when it says to remove you randomly? Is it every individual, or is it the whole move will go left or right, or is it like one left, one right?
Yeah, it's like juke. You've probably played the card juke before, where it like moves you 3, right? So we can take memory leak out of the deck because we have static noise in our hand, and then we can also take draw shot out because we have crystal shards for this, and then we can enrage them and move on with our lives. And just ditch everything out of our deck for all of our all of our damage cards, which are not here. Damage
Oh,
cards,
no.
where are you? No,
What a
but
fool.
now we'll just keep annihilating our deck. It's fine because we have 8 fucking evade, and we'll just do whatever we want. Making your deck very small so you see like the cards you want to see, so good.
Now or never.
Now or never says lose all evasion at the end.
Yeah, that's brutal. That's brutal.
It's fine if you're like as a setup kind of thing, but like not great, especially since evasion lasts forever, right?
Yeah, I guess if you had nothing and you were using it as a last ditch, I gotta get out of here kind of card, as the name implies.
Yeah, if we didn't have a Vamoose, I would probably take it because we don't produce a ton. But like we could also still take it now because it leaves the deck too, right? We're trying to keep our deck small. Like we could take it now, and I think that's fine too because we were in a couple situations to get our health down a little bit. So like I don't think it's bad to take it now as well.
Yeah, I know for me, I'm always a fan of evasive shot just because the upgrade.
I've never seen the upgrade.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the what would that be, A? Yeah, I like the A upgrade. 1 for 2 with a move it
just seems like in Act 3 it just seems like it doesn't do anything. If this was our first card to find, like sure. It just like feels like it's too late for it. It's just like low impact, like very low impact. This is like a bigger impact and leaves the deck, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so, the leave the deck thing. That's the thing. That's a hinge for you that I don't think about.
Oh God, I love it.
Also,
get it out of here.
With like a 1 for 2, I always intend to, by the end, if I can, to have some sort of way to force stuns into my attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So you end up with the 1 for a stun and a 2 damage. It kind of makes it more.
We just pay worthwhile. 1 for a stun. We'll just pay 1 for a stun everything.
I guess that's true. That's true.
We're looking at big sweeping things here. Right click is your right. I don't like this. I'm about to explain it. Your attacks on the left hand side of your hand do less, and the attacks on the right hand side of your hand do more. It's interesting. I've never had it come to really big fruition. I had one run that'll go out on YouTube eventually that it was like okay, but you need someone like parry around, so you buff their cards to like their multi-shot A to like do 3 more damage, right? So it can be like fairly high impact, but it also can be fairly like whatever. Ricochet paddle is absolute garbage. I want to shoot things out of the fucking sky. Oh, it's so bad.
Exactly.
So this one, every time. Oh, they changed this. Since you've played, they've changed this in the sense that you can only get 2, which is like a pretty hard cap. Which is a pretty hard cap. They need to cap some of the other things, but like this is like one of the things where people could just get like infinite evade on their small tiny deck. So overcharger, every 4th turn you gain overdrive, and shard enchanter, that's that temp shield again the first time you play a crystal shard.
Yeah, I don't like that shard enchanter very much. I don't.
It is a surprising amount of block, and we have a permanent crystal shard in our deck from earlier.
But it's only the first use, is it not?
Each turn.
Each turn. Oh, I misread that.
Each turn. Yeah, there's a lot of text.
Oh, well then, damn. Yeah, that's totally fine. That's great, actually. I was seeing that as per battle.
So this only has 3. So here's another thing about this like fracture detection. Why we think it's so good is there's only 3 places to shoot for fracture detection, and it's just like, oh wow, okay, well, I actually am just going to save my move and other things because it's actually fairly scary, this opponent, because we're gonna draw their cards that shoot them. This is like not a very good turn for us. So like maybe we do this. Oh, we found it. I'm so good at the game. The fracture detection is on the gun. Every time we shoot them, they'll shoot us back. Does this turn all of it off? Like, I'm curious.
I would imagine.
It does not. They still have their buff. It turns off their gun, but it still has it doesn't turn off the buff. It doesn't cleanse buffs.
I have straight up ended runs at this, not paying attention.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Here's our static noise. Do we want to noise some of this? Probably. Ooh, that would be interesting. We'll just do this and they play each other. Seems fine.
You know, another thing about that fracture detection that comes into play at different difficulties is the cockpits will auto be, is it brittle, I believe? I think they're auto brittle, so that takes one more spot away. That is as
Auto weak. Auto weak. Hi, Bat Penguin and bye, Bat Penguin. You're beautiful. Thanks for being you. It's an auto weakness.
Gotcha.
We lost our roll here, so we're just gonna do this. And the safety overrides are actually now a bonus depending on when you draw them, right? And then we just shoot him in his face. Stack up more evasion and then hope we don't shoot him. Okay, good. This has no downside. Memory leak, no downside. Nope. Just 6 damage. Boosh. Draw shot, charge beam, echo.
Search this card, move a card, and tap a drop. If the way you play, I don't know if you could make use of charge beam. With I can never make use of it.
Oh, we make tons of use of charge beam around here. You upgrade it so that it stays in your deck forever.
Okay.
Because it also costs 0 when you upgrade it. Ho, 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 ha, ha. So
okay,
good.
So now that charge beam B makes total sense. I would take that then because
I find that we can talk about the other ones. We already have a draw shot, but Echo is so slow. My problem with Echo is it's so slow. Like if it came as Echo A, maybe, but it's so slow. Bye, Bat Penguin. Hi, bye. Let's I would go with charge beam here. Ricochet paddle, good one. Prep batteries, first turn. I like either of these, like stun calibrator or prep batteries. One of the things is we're not playing a ton of shots. We're gonna play one big shot or like another couple big shots. So I think stun calibrator is like kind of rough, and prep batteries makes like turn 1 a lot easier. We have some draw cards. We have some big cards that are hard to play, unless we like admin deploy them. And then we also have a bunch of card draw, right? So
yeah,
I would lean towards prep batteries, but we could like take a stun calibrator. I would just lean towards this to make your setup and getting into the game a lot easier, because right now our getting into the game is like a problem.
Yeah, that's true. Like I said, I usually end up with a lot of small attacks, and stun calibrator gets pretty great. That's one that I lean into. Like I said, with the cheap attack cards.
Your cards are like your children, though, and you must guard them and keep them safe. My cards are not like my children. Let me be very clear. Or if they are, I should not have children. We just get them out of here, and then we'll just use all of our evade here. This is an example of a fight where a bunch of evade will be used, some other things. Oh, well, if that's there, whatever, we'll just do this. This is the power of fracture detection. Oh, well, we just high rolled into ending the fight right now. Because we can do this as well too. And then now or never, and it doesn't matter. And then we'll just play the static noise. And then they move back over and you shoot them again.
They gave it, just gave it to you.
Because that is the understanding how they move and why they move and these other things are really interesting. How are we feeling about any of this?
Well, this dice roll is that -2 from your hand?
Yeah, discard 2.
Discard 2. Oh man, I like dice roll. I like the infinite on it. But I don't know.
It gives you an auto infinite, but we're already looking towards a different type of infinite where we go all the way down to charge beam.
Okay.
Because the only way it gives you an auto infinite in that sense is that you have Riggs's flywheel or whatever it is. Draw a card when your hand is empty.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Perpetual motion or whatever it is. Kitty, what's up? Are you mad that my partner's gone? It's a nice sunny day out. You can see the lighting in my room is different. The problem with Cloud Save. This is just not a good max card. This should be a parry card. No joke. This should be a parry card. Or no, Cloud Save, not Cloud Save. The other, sorry, I'm thinking of a different card. This is a max card. This is fine. This card on max is fine. Return an exhausted card. I don't know. What would we want to return? We want it all out of here. It's just too slow.
Yeah.
Now, here's the time. Cleo's shops are the most integral part of making your runs good. And how do you do that? Are we repairing? Hell no, I'm never repairing. Removing a card? Maybe. Or we're probably just upgrading a card here, and we have so many options, and this is where your brain explodes. Like, choice overload. How do I see through the noise, right?
Yeah.
The biggest thing for me is I want to play admin deploy every time I see it. So like, I just look at this, go admin deploy A, boom, cost 0. Now
Yeah, that is amazing.
now that other card I'm playing, like, also is free, like, and it's annihilating my deck and these other things, so that's pretty good. I forget what memory leaks is. Oh, cost 0. This is also pretty good, cost 0. But so that's like my thought here is that like we either do admin deploy or we like upgrade the charge beam, because like these are like the 2 routes right here, because we can get the rest of this out of our I don't even yeah, whatever, this is like fine. So these would be my 2 thoughts. We don't have draw a card when our hand is empty, so we can upgrade this later, so we'll just like annihilate our deck faster, and then that charge beam gets huge is like the thought. Didn't find the brittle spot immediately, unlucky. No streamer client. So like we could play the memory leak here, and then you can admin deploy Vamoose, and now we're like getting into the game, right? Like we're showing up, we're like deploying stuff. We'll move 1. I think we need our cards. Yeah, I think we need our cards. We'll just keep that to the side. I'll take 1. It's fine. We are going to take some damage in this fight, which is like the awkward part, but that's okay. So I'm looking for the we don't need it now or never. I was looking for admin deploy to get rid of like these like small shots, right?
Yeah. Your basics.
Yeah. And I'm saving the stun as well too for like a bigger, like I would play the stun here, right? Where it's like, oh man, we're gonna get hit for a lot.
See, I also see the 11 evade and say, yeah,
we're okay. We're okay. It's your potential energy, right? Where you're just like, oh yeah, we have this like huge potential energy. We'll just turn it off. What if we just turn it off? We're about to end this whole man's career, right? That charge beam is getting pretty big at 6, right? And they're at 13, and we still have 10 evade, right? So this is the power that you get to feel of like drawing through your whole deck a lot and finding that a lot, and then just going for it, right? Because they have 9 left right now. Where are my cards? We'll just go next, whatever. We're waiting for the charge beam. We're gonna throw the charge beam in their face.
There you go.
Boom.
Damn, yeah, that is really fast.
It's pretty fast because you get to your good cards.
I'm seeing the perks of the small deck charge beam here. It's making sense.
Yeah. When you get to roll over and see that card a lot, you're just like, oh, this small deck. And then just play your good cards too. Because I think we overvalue having all of our cards and having our safety blanket sometimes. But when you like when you get to play with exhaust and you get to identify what your good cards are or how your deck plays. Right now, we don't block at all. We are very bad at blocking. Book's over here blocking with his like shards. Oh, temp shield. I'm trying. Temp shield.
Right.
1 temp shield. Our only other block card. So like what's happening right now in our deck is that like we have this block card and we get to block 1 temp shield. And I guess we have mage hand, but we almost never play mage hand because we're doing other things with our stuff. So we evade okay, and we do damage eventually. This is our win condition. And memory leak can help make our deck smaller. What we didn't see in this rare pile here is there's a card called Clean Exhaust, which makes all exhaust cards cost 0. That's the card I really want from Max.
Oh yes.
And you pair it with memory leak, and now you can make your deck so small, so fast. Anyways, how are we feeling about some of this?
Does the way Think Twice works just ditch your entire hand and then draw another one, thus moving through your deck quicker?
Correct.
For no cost?
Correct.
Well, I don't I mean, again, for the sake of charging charge beam for 0 cost, that's
Correct.
the way I would think to lean.
Correct.
But yeah, I don't like strafe. Never have. I don't know why. Not a big
Both of
fan.
these do it. Strafe would also give us a lot of damage output because we're pretty good, and it's easy to play it as well too with our admin deploy A, right?
Fair enough.
So
Yeah.
like it's hard to play at 4 and it's hard to set up, and like you've been thinking in other ways of like not taking prep batteries and taking stun thing and this and that and the other thing. Strafe can be
Yeah.
very good, but I think it's incredibly situational. If you have a deck with overpower, you like overpower, like Strafe is very
do.
good because every time you move, overpower is applied to your shot.
Yeah.
So like maybe it's just we're opening our mind that all cards are good, okay? There's only like one card and it's called Spacer and it's from it's from Max, and I'm like, why is this card good? I don't understand. But like all cards are good in some situations. Like in our current situation, it's either think twice or second opinions. These like propel us into the game. If you bottom deck second opinions, it feels really bad, but opening hand like second opinions, oh, it's so good. I think think twice is like good all the time though. And here's like a flywheel, hunter wings, and high frequency intercom. Have you ever high frequency intercomed? Have you ever clicked this card? Interesting.
No,
Well,
I
you
have
click.
not.
Well, you click all the rewards anyways. I'm surprised. I jest. Flywheel, or I've taken hunter wings exactly once. It's like very slow.
I've never used that.
Exactly
used
once. It was fine. I like using my energy though.
Yeah, I do too.
We're drawing a lot of cards and you gain energy and we get to play more. Flywheel's insane. Like if we take high frequency account, it's kind of a meme because Flywheel is like so insane. And now I want to upgrade quick draw or whatever the card we just took. Because you can upgrade it to not exhaust and then you just get to draw cards. Yeah, sure. So here's where now or never is good, right? Where you're just like, oh, now or never, sure, why not? We'll just shoot you and leave and whatever. It's not like a great setup turn. We could see better turns, but you know, whatever. We'll take this hit because I'm gonna save my block and other things. I'm gonna save my evasion. Oh, I don't have any evasion because we did now or never. I was gonna say I'm gonna save my evasion. Moose in it. Redraw. We don't get to hit them is the problem, but I'm just gonna keep playing the draw cards, right?
Just to thin the deck between hands. Is that what you're trying to do there?
Yeah. We're just thinning it out. I will take this hit and save our block. Our evasion. Some of this. Goodbye scramble. Some of this. I don't know where the we haven't detected the fracture yet, but again, this ship is also very small. There could be a fracture right here. Like there could be a fracture right here. Well, we've shot these 3, right? Can I block for 5? We can still actually block. So just also the next time we see it, it's over. Static noise is fine. We'll leave it in here. This and this, this and this and this. We'll never like block again, but also we're just waiting for charge beam to show up and hits for 8. We are also playing on normal. I don't play this game on hardest. I play this game for fun. What are we looking at here? We got 2 upgrades. We got the Math Max. God, I love this card so much. Draw 10.
Yeah, you had me pull that one time, and I was made a believer. Math Max is amazing.
Yeah, draw your whole deck, right? And annihilate your whole deck. I don't know if we're on like the super annihilation plan, but we are on the charge beam, and this helps with charge beam. Sure, next turn is like a problem, but like you could just draw this card again, like and play it every turn. This also plays well into the Riggs flywheel. Every time you draw a card, this already says free on it, right? If your hand is empty.
Exactly.
The Eilson Mathemax had to be patched because it was too good. Yeah, exactly. I saw this card. I'm from Slay the Spire Monster Train, and when I picked up this game, I was just like, I don't even know what these other cards are. I clicked it. I just clicked it. Draw 10. I think my favorite mechanic on a card is draw a card. Like, drawing cards. It's so good. Let's go talk to Cleo. Let's do the oops all Cleo here because we have so many cards and upgrades and other things. Like we could upgrade charge beam. We could upgrade this guy to like just be -1. Is probably pretty good. We could upgrade the think twice into always having it. I think is also very strong. One of the things is that this will help us like end the fights faster with like charge beam B. Who cares if we draw it next turn? There never is a next turn. Exactly. This man gets it. There's no downside. What if there was no downside to the cards? Exactly. Oh, so good. Hey, look, speaking of power.
There it is. Wonderful.
Speaking of. Oh, look at this. Look at this. You have so many options to do things with. Yeah, sure, whatever. Just ditch whatever's in my thing and then draw me more, baby. Turn off all your shit. Sure. They never fire their cannons ever again. They only fire their cannons on the first turn and then they fire missiles for the rest of it. Yeah, sure, why not? Just take a draw shot here. Just keep drawing cards. Oh, there it is again. Like, oh man. Just keep shooting. We could put the memory leak into our deck as well too. But the memory leak is usually for seeing the oh, hey, look, get it out of here. And guess what? We're getting so much energy off a flywheel. It's never gonna be their turn ever again, right? I'm playing these like in the wrong order, these other things. We can now never play now or never, but that's fine, like whatever. So we have 12 evasion. Yeah, what if it was, oh, what if you could just draw it again too, right? Like, what if we could just draw it again?
That's it, that's the whole deck again.
There you go, there you go. We just do this dumb shit. We play Memory Leak, and then there's Math Max again. We just keep shooting and drawing cards, and shooting and drawing and shooting. Oh, wait, where'd they go? Wait, hold up, where'd they go? I was doing things. John, how we feeling about these cards? What we thinking?
I don't know. I don't like any of them. But what is the that middle symbol on reroute?
Reroute is every so when you're buffed
Autopilot.
when you're buffed with autopilot, play a card on the right, you move that far, play a card on the left, you move that far. It's actually kind of interesting. I've had it be very strong. It's not strong in our current deck. But I've had it be very strong.
Yeah, there's that would be really good on the it's the last ship, the one that moves back and forth as you play. It's essentially that mechanic.
Yeah,
built
correct.
in. Okay. Yeah, I don't really like any of them, but
I think Zircon Zip is actually very good. If you've never clicked this card before, this card's kind of insane. Because it's flippable. It starts out flippable. So it says move whichever way you want. And in our deck, we got to think that the shard cards are better because we got the like perfect specimen early. So we have this permanent crystal shard. So like click Zircon Zip more often because it's so strong. We have no way to spend our shards anyways. Our only way to spend our shards is Mage Hand. And because we're going through the deck so much, and maybe you need that extra bit of evasion, stack your evasion to the moon, right? Like our evasion stacking to the moon right now means I should probably find, what is the strafe? I should probably find strafe, right?
Strafe, yeah.
We have 14 damage sitting there if we had strafe, right? We don't need it or these other things. I'll just take damage or whatever. I hate this event. It's kind of like a nothing event.
Yeah. A lot of times because I do Let's Not Move and Fire, I end up taking the heal just as like a mid-game pick-me-up, but that's like about it. It is pretty useless.
I do esoteric things where we click all the things. Show your buddy later how silly Riggs is perpetual motion devices, bunch of zero-cost basic shots. Yeah, we have talked about this. Ilson, yeah, exactly. The other thing that's really stupid is like miss a shot, draw a card, and Grazer Beam, and now you have an infinite.
Yes.
And all you have to do is upgrade Basic Shot to a 0 and draw all your cards in your deck, and then you just play that, right? I actually have a bunch of these going out on YouTube because I've played a bunch that are backlogged. I'm making the thumbnails and other things, but yeah, the Grazer Beam and Recalibrator, like, you now have an infinite without Riggs. Like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm sure there are things to talk about, but what if we could just draw more cards? Cockpit Lock-On and Shard Collector. What you thinking? I think we already talked about this, basically. We're looking for this because it stacks with our fracture detection.
Exactly. It throws one less spot you have to, one less spot to fish in.
That's right. And then I haven't asked you much about the map, but how do you feel about a question mark or an encounter?
I tend to like question marks, but it's only because this is one of the moments where I like the random nature of who knows what's going to happen.
Sure.
But if I'm feeling good about my build, I'll run all combat scenarios.
Yeah, it's like, do we need more cards? And I think there are still some
Right.
cards we can find because we want clean exhaust from Max and some other things. Cannoneer's back. I want to find the brittle spot and throw this at a brittle spot is the like greed in me. But also like, here's how our Zircon Zip is like insane, where you're just like, oh, well, we'll just go this way. And then we have 2.
Okay.
And then because we took this prep batteries, our turn 1 is a lot easier. Well, whoops. I should have played that one first.
That's okay.
That's
You
fine.
got shield for it.
We got shield. We're gonna chill. We're not gonna spend our 8. But like now we have 8 evade to like do things with, and you're like, oh, we'll just move 1 to the left, and we'll just be fine, right? Like, here's the problem with admin deploy sometimes is like it's in rage, and it's like, well, you just play it anyways. Probably should have played it rage first, then scramble. But what if we just drew it again? We just keep drawing cards. Like, what if we just like draw cards? We could never play now or never, but I think it's funny. Now it's just funny to me. And if that screws me, then that screws me. It's fine. Hey, look, it's back. Think twice. All right, drawing cards, drawing cards. I think if they sit there... Oh, no, Zircon Zip's got our back. Whoop. And then Zip. And then those cards are out of the deck because of static noise. Let me be very clear. You should never play that now or never because it makes it so much worse. How much health do you have? 10? Oh, it's over. Ta-da. You should not play that now or never, though. Admin deploy A, Echo Juke. What do we think?
Again, I would say generally no on Echo, and I would say the admin deploy for 0.
It's upgraded. I would also say you could take Juke here in this like situation.
Yeah, I was leaning between those two, but I feel like the 0 cost for for the truly free left card is kind of hard to pass up.
Because you can just do this and make your deck so small. Do I draw first? We probably draw first here. Because then we find the now or... I was looking for the now or never before playing Vamoose, because I want to play now or never before Vamoose. How come Coffee gets to have 2 admin deploy A's? Mom, it's not fair. It's true. There's like a slight thinking here of like save my shards or other things, but we can just like move and move again and just save our 1 block. So we're just he's gonna be brittle on sometimes his cannon in the middle, right? And then other times, so we'll just do this. We'll find the brittle eventually, right? Just turn it all off. That's fine. Where's my admin deploy? Oh, hey.
Yeah, I say this is often how I deal with him. I just wait it out and then 1 big turn.
Yeah. I'm going to do this. This is a problem with the admin deploy or other things. Oh, I had the static noise in my hand. We should get that out of my hand first. I'll take 1. 2. I don't know how math works. Because I don't know what this turn is going to be. Dr. Howell's hello. Oh, we're hitting the brittle spot. 1, 2, 3. Take a couple. Because I have misplayed this quite a bit, but that's okay. We're having fun. We're doing it up. Math max. And then we can memory leak and they're dead. So that's how math works. That's how math works, right?
I don't know. For me, again, I'd probably just go second opinions, just try and get things out.
I'm excited about this card too because you get to draw. It says draw a card on it, and it says draw multiple cards. And if it's at the bottom of the deck, it feels pretty bad. Heal booster, right click we talked about before, and this is just trash. Yeah, I don't know. This feels like trash. We're not healing for anything, but like, so maybe we could take the rock collector because maybe the geode gets like smashed or something, and like actually blocks for us. I don't know though. I don't know. I'm just like kind of.
But I don't even. Again, we're not using them, so.
We'll just take this one. We're looking for the rigs ones. Now the question is like, now what do we upgrade? It's probably Math Max would be the thing that I would think about, because I don't think we ever upgrade any of this. Like the other thing to think about here is like Vamoose is a potential upgrade, but it's like not very strong to upgrade. Rocket's kind of neat. It's free column defense if you to not have to move around much. Yeah, that's like the other thought. What's funny is like I only need to play this once, so we could get it to leave the deck every time we play it, right? Because like once you play it once, like it's actually fine, and it's game over. Have you ever run from rigs infinitely and then do you know what happens when you run too far from rigs?
No.
They have a giant ass ship here. So if you run like 8 squares away from like rigs, like eight columns away from rigs, they will overheat because they'll chase you down, and they will overheat. They'll have like 8 heat, but they want to chase you down.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's really cute.
I have not done that.
Yeah.
I'm usually too busy rocking out to this amazing song.
Oh, the tunes are so good. Like you and I play them outside of playing the game.
Yes.
Like I'm gonna need some more of that. Like let me just get a little hit of that.
I was listening to it in the hospital today.
Yeah.
I had an earbud in listening to it.
Like, well, if I have to be here.
Right.
So one of the problems with like the giant ship here is you'll probably never find the fracture detection, but like that's okay. We'll just like stack up some stuff, right? I'm sure we draw 1 less card, but I think our 4 cards here, I thought one of them was like this, and we can admin deploy. And then also turning everything off. It's a little early to turn everything off. Do we full block? I was about to say, do we just sit here and full block? Also, Riggs' cockpit on their ship is too wide. That's why there are 2 fragiles on here, because their cockpit is actually huge on their ship, because they have the huge ship. Let's shoot this down. Sure. And then we'll just keep so I kept shooting. Oh hey, admin deploy. Oh hey, now or never is a big curse in our deck, but guess what, we'll just turn everything off. Just turn it all off. Sure, they shoot for more and some other things, but you know, whatever, this is fine. We'll move back here so we shoot for a little more. We'll save our energy. Take a memory leak, and then just full block, full send it. The game's almost over here at 13 damage left. Static noise
is an insane part of this fight.
Oh, the shielding.
You're done.
Yeah. We'll annihilate everything here. That's fine. Keep shooting this, and then we'll take 3. Please move me this way. And then we get to do the thing. I think Riggs gets real mad. Do you think you're leaving? Turn around, or I get serious.
That's amazing. I love that.
It's pretty good. I'll play this one first, and then I'll play the admin deploy to make our deck even smaller. And then we can now play Now or Never, because I've really done dumb things over here. And make our deck even smaller. Now we have a 5-card deck. End turn, hello? Are you there? Is that interaction for every fight? 12 heat.
Wow.
Isn't that funny?
Oh man, wow, yeah.
That's only
insane.
how I only know that this happens on the Riggs fight, that Riggs will come and chase you down like this. Well, that's our deck getting really, really small. It takes a little bit to get there. We're a little slow to get there depending on how we draw the cards, because we have a couple awkward cards, but that's okay. Hey, there we go. There's the clean exhaust I was looking for.
Yes.
I'm just gonna click it. There's overclock B and some other things, but oh, interesting. Draw 1 less card per turn, but the first 3 you draw more. 0 doubler. The first time you play a 0-cost card, do its actions twice or Hunter Wings. Every Riggs battle? Yes. I think Zealousy was asking like every single combat encounter. I only think it's the Riggs encounter where they'll chase you down and gain heat like that because their ship is so big. So I made a deck where I was just running from them, and I was waiting for sharp edges to kill them, but that's 3 damage a turn at best. So I was just running, and Riggs is like, "Get the fuck back here!" Like, it's gonna be a minute. How we feeling about any of this?
If any, maybe the flow state, but I don't particularly like any of these.
If you go and look at your deck, is there a card that costs 0 that we would love for it to be played twice?
Oh wait, I'm not thinking
Or
of flow state. I was thinking of...
admin deploy that we would love it to be played twice. Oh man, or think twice. We'd love it to be played twice. Oh man, we got these 0 cards. We'd love to be played twice. Even Crystal Shard. 0 Doubler seems pretty good on all our 0 cost cards. Would you like to reconsider?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Just a thought. Just a thought. It is a lot of draw on flow state though. Like no joke, it is like a ton of draw.
Yeah.
Also adds everybody, but we'll get through this. Oh, look, we get to play it for free.
Oh, wonderful.
It plays twice, but that's okay. So one of the problems with this new 0 Doubler is you'll forget that you have it, and then I ditched a card that I wanted to have, but that's okay. That doesn't matter. And we're here, and we found the brittle location. Look at it.
Yeah, I found the brittle.
Because now memory leak combos with this, where we can just like annihilate our whole deck. Vamoose here as well too is like insane, right?
Oh yeah.
It plays twice, yeah, because it costs 0. Because like now everything in our deck costs 0. So like this 0 Doubler mixed with clean exhaust, that means we Vamoose twice, and now we have 8 more evade. Like where'd you just get all this evade from? So it gets nutty with 0 Doubler, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like
I've actually...
yeah, everything in my deck right now plays for free.
Oh wow.
Because static noise. Why does everything in your hand cost 0?
Oh wow. Okay.
So now you can go find exactly what you want. So we just like goodbye, and goodbye, and goodbye, and we're gonna play admin deploy into MathMax. All right, now you have to be careful. What's in your deck? Some of this. We want to keep a Crystal Shard back for like redraw. Oh, you want to keep Draw Shot back, actually, is what we actually want to keep back. So you want Draw Shot and you want Charge Beam. And then the rest of this can go, right? Because you don't want to fuck it up in terms of deleting all your cards, right? We have to keep the admin deploy. We have to keep Now or Never.
Yeah.
Memory leak can go, and then static noise can go, and then we'll keep this. Ta-da! This will play twice, which is a problem. So we're gonna play Mage Hand twice. We should scoot over one onto the brittle location, but I don't believe it matters. And now I get to draw my whole hand, and then do something like this. Oh wait, it just played twice anyways because 0 Doubler, and it's over.
Yeah.
Ta-da! That is the clean exhaust 0 Doubler shenanigans. I'm just gonna click this. We'll just go topside to the elites. That is the anyone else getting a headache? Maybe John is. Like, what the fuck are you doing to your children, your babies, your cards? You're ditching them.
You're supposed to upgrade them and care for them.
You're supposed to keep them forever. Coffee Traveler, please. I think all of these are strong for different reasons. Max being the most variance, and probably Riggs being the most lower variance. Or we just don't touch this at all. What do you think?
Again, since I don't know Max or books very well, I would lean towards Riggs because I
Riggs.
do.
We love Riggs. Yeah.
I feel like there's always a good chance of something good with Riggs. Look at the Charge Beam.
There is another Charge Beam. I don't think we need a second one though.
I mean,
I don't think we need a second one. You just need one. It's already upgraded. And we're going here's the problem. I'm going all the way down to small deck. When you have a 40 card deck like you usually have, like, yeah, you're going to need a second one because you're never going to see it. But also, Charge Beam's bad in a big deck because you're never going to charge it up.
That's why I rarely use it. I tend to run,
the biggest.
And I take umbrage at 40, thank you. I try to not go above 24.
Oh,
I don't know why
yes.
I chose 24 as like a arbitrary number.
Bridge, yes, good. I took the now or never because it's like a kind of a setup card because you can draw jank hands that like don't get you anywhere. We are seeing like infinite we're infinite goodness here. Oh yeah, it plays twice because it's 2, but you also get 9. But that's why you coin flip back and forth. It's like, why are we back and forthing? We'll just block and be whatever. Hey, your fumes cost 0 now. Who cares? Go ahead and put fumes in my deck. Do it up, my man. Plays twice because it costs 0. Love it. We still need to block this like seeker missile. This is a problem with admin deploy and think twice B is that, you know, I don't really want to get rid of think twice B. Maybe I should.
Right.
But like maybe we should. Oh hey. It's awkward playing the now or nevers. So awkward. The memory leak into here and then draw 2, and now memory leaks in our hand and we reshuffle everything, so we can do things like this, and we can grab this and we can grab this and we can second opinion, which will draw the fumes or the memory leak and other things. We can also admin deploy this because we're just going to keep the charge beam and the draw shot. We need to keep charge beam, draw shot. Turn it off. Turn everything off, my man. Get it out of here. Turn it off. We don't need that noise. And then you get to draw 2 more cards. Sure. Ta-da! I think I have one more. Yeah, I was about to say I think I have another static noise in my hand here, in my deck here. And then we re-roll. And we get this. And we'll keep this. Can't run away all the way because we we have 2 cards that are very bad that reset our business around here. Oh wait, you're dead. Wait a second, where'd they go? I was setting up. This is the card that I don't understand. I don't understand this card. Spacer. It replaces itself. Why?
It's just a free draw.
Why? Yeah, you could save it for the future for a free drop, but one of the problems is admin deploy A exists, and I always take admin deploy A, so it'll just get played. Yeah. So I don't understand why this card is good. I'm sure it's good somehow. I don't understand.
I haven't found the niche to use it yet.
Yeah. Any of this? You like any of this?
I don't know what does Medusa Field do?
Medusa Field turns everything in the mid row into geodes.
Oh, so it's a shard farm.
Yeah. Kind of slow, kind of whatever. Yeah. There are enemies that don't fire things into the mid row. It can be very good against crab. It can be very good against other things, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never seen it used for it. Yeah, it's like weird. Oh, the hopper. The tier 3 hopper. Some of this. Show me more. Okay. Because it's a 0 cost, we can play 2 cards and annihilate our deck even faster. I'm just going to take this 1 hit. Sure, it locks us in place, but we have 5 evade. Clean exhaust is here. Cool. Oh, hey, look at that. We can play our memory leak. Oosh. It plays twice, and then this memory leak. No, now or never's here. Boo. There's our win condition. Reroll. Take the Vamoose. We only get to play it once. I'm going to save the Math Max for next time. Oh, good. Static noises here. I want to keep my draw shot, so the 0 card will be played twice. Let's do it like this. Oh, we already played a 0 cost card twice. Fantastic. So now we can find the fracture. Oh wait, that was my charge beam. Well, we should be more careful. It'll be fine. There's a fracture here. We have other cards that do damage, but that's the problem with like going infinite, right? Is that,
yeah,
am I doing this right or am I doing this wrong? Let's just turn off everything. Then we're gonna draw back through and find our damage cards. Draw back through again. Keep drawing. Draw shot. It'll be a hot minute because I annihilated our wrong card. This is the problem with paying attention. You have to pay attention. Anyone else have problems paying attention?
Never.
Not a single time? Okay. Yeah, couldn't be you.
Especially not, in Power World or Cobalt Core or any time that anyone's talking at me.
Yeah, so these are like the more technical decks in that way, right? Where it's just like, oh, is this good? Is this bad? I think all of these are bad because our deck is basically done. They don't improve our like turn 1 or our turn 2.
I don't like any of those.
So I can feel that way. The Rusting Colossus, this guy you just outlast. Oh, hey, what if we just had clean exhaust in our first, like, oh, now or never is good, right? We could even enrage and turn it off if we couldn't escape, but we can escape, so we'll save our enrage. The Outlast boss. I wonder if this one chases you down slowly as well too, right? I'm not sure. I've never run away from this one all that hard. It's just like, oh, I'll just outlast it, it's fine.
Yeah.
Play your leftmost. Play your now or never so that you're not annihilating other shit. Hey, look at that. Play this. Play this first, then play this. Sure. We'll play it now. 1 turn later. Bomb moose for free. Bomb moose for free. Everything else for free. I keep saying we just leave. It's a great strategy. Thanks, Riggs. This will play twice, so let's do the crystal shard first. Yep. Play this. And then we'll just actually take a couple. That's fine. That's fine. This plays twice. This plays twice. I would like to annihilate some of the deck. There we go. Because now our deck's down to what, 9? We can play this first and we can draw again. Get some think twice in. There we go. We did give him a power drive, so it's an awkward position a little bit. This one will play twice first. Thank you very much. I think if we can line up a double shot on the charge beam, right? Like, where's charge beam? Oh, it's not here
there
yet.
It is.
It's not a double shot though, right? But also Zircon Zip. Like, look how much evasion we're getting off of Zircon Zip, right? Phoenix H with the resubscribe. Hell yeah, brother. Just so much value off of Zircon Zip here as well too. And we just keep like playing our whole deck. But Phoenix H coming in, hello. Are you a card game enjoyer? I know you're a Spelunky enjoyer and you're a Stardew Valley enjoyer, which John puts out Stardew Valley content all the time. If you don't know Phoenix H, he does. He's a Brazilian who streams in Portuguese and English. He's absolutely beautiful. Give everyone in chat the easy button. Click that button.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was clicking over there. I was.
You're
looking
good.
At the card
Yeah, you're
stream.
good. These cards don't mean anything. Like I can't imagine these cards meaning anything.
Oh yeah, no.
Could be 50 now. Fucking Twitch. Twitch did ruin his streak. Like,
As much as I do love the term swizzle shift.
all right, we'll take your stun calibrator now as well too. Swizzle shift is actually pretty good if you're having a hard time generating shards, because it generates, once you have one shard, it generates a shard. So like that's like interesting. Safety lock. Cards with exhaust no longer exhaust. Well, I think I know a card. I think there's a card out there that I would like to no longer exhaust. Probably this one.
So you choose a specific card to remove exhaust from with
That's
that?
right.
Awesome, awesome.
Math Max costing 0, I think is the one.
Yeah. Free mill.
This just makes it easier to play. I'm just gonna do a clean exhaust because we keep seeing it on turn 1. We have it like bottled up and it's here on turn 1 all the time. But if it's not, it can be awfully awkward. Just like this is awkward. I would prefer to have my like other cards, but you know, I'm not gonna wake him up this turn. This turn is like pretty bad for us, and I could play a Von Moose, but like we could just wait. We'll play one. We'll play one of them because like if it's like pretty bad, then what are we gonna do here? We'll play this one twice. We'll play our now or never as well too. It's not great, but we'll play it. Get it out of the deck. We'll probably find the other Now or Never. Fantastic. We can find some admin deploy. We can find some of this. Clean exhaust is here. Find some more of this. Memory leak. What if we turn it all off? What if we have lose all evades? We're gonna sit on our Vamoose, and we'll go like this. Oh, I'm out. Now where's our Vamoose? Hey, Vamoose gets to be played twice. Hey, look, we won the coin flip.
Yeah.
This is the dumb shit you get to do with decks like these. Just really dumb. Stun Calibrator coming in handy. Zircon Zip gets us out and keep re-rolling. Sure. Shoot him up. Having two admin deploy. I should have moved there. I was not paying attention. Too busy memeing. This way. Oh, there was Math Max there. Whoops. I didn't want it to be too easy, obviously.
The good old self-handicap, obviously.
Yeah. Again, the like 0 doubler and other cards costing 0, this thing becomes insane. Like, it's nuts. Here's one of the places where strafe could be pretty good as well too. But like, I think we already have a win condition, so taking it just like clogs the deck, right? Stream is buffering for me and I'm worried. I think it's got to be on your end. I have like 0 lost frames and I'm actually at a lower bit rate. I'm under 3K bit rate. But it also could be, Phoenix, that everyone's watching the fucking Super Bowl and slurping up 4K like high res bullshit, so everybody's internet is fucked today. So I'm gonna take the clean exhaust A because it's part of our like comboing, and if we see it again, it like does it. This is the only thing that does anything.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you look at them and there's not a lot to talk about. One of the things is I think our Now or Never is pretty bad for us, so like I think we're gonna remove the Now or Never, because every time I see it, the Now or Never A costing 0 was like a mistake to take, but like every time I see it I'm just like, oh, this card is so bad. I want all my evasion. I'm sure there's an upgrade we could take, but I'm so good at the game, like I'm just so good at the game. Like, there was a slight misplay there in the sense that we could have double played our 0 better. Dr. House, I forgot about sports ball. Me too. Wait, there's sports balling? Oh, I forgot the double played twice there because we hadn't played a double yet. That's okay. We'll turn this one off. We can. How much evasion do we have? None. Cool. We'll save our Vamooses. We'll have none shortly here. Oh, hey, it's back. We'll just stun everything. Sure. Open lurking laptop and your stream was over here with a 500. Yeah, exactly. Comcast is like, I think the whole internet's fucked today due to Super Bowl because everyone's streaming it in like 4K or whatever. Usually on, oh yeah, now I'm losing frames as we're talking about it. I'm now losing frames.
Sabotage.
Like right as we're talking about it. Like, is the Super Bowl kicking off here? I'm so bad at these, I don't even know. John, like, I assume you're the same, John, where you're just like, yeah, sports ball happens around me. Like,
yeah,
sure.
I don't care.
The Super Bowl is next week. Okay, well, there's a Sunday game destroying my internet right now. I assume the audio's coming through fine. I need a new service provider around here. Static Noise is in our deck, which is great because everything is now 0 cost and like great. We cannot admin deploy because I have to keep this draw shot around because this is like part of our infinite. So we just like ditch it here like this, turn this one off. I'm gonna keep the Think Twice. We're just bouncing around here. Oh my god, I have no internet. Oh, and it's back. And now I'm back, and it's fine. And now it's dead. This is so much damage that I think I move all the way over here to do this because it plays twice, right? Boom. Chunky. I'll just turn it off, I guess. Just keep shooting him. So your deck doesn't even need to roll around to like charge beam like all that much. We can do this. Well, like if it rolls around to it at all, it's like, oh wow, this is like so easy.
Well, and when you get down to the point that you have a single hand as your entire deck, you are cycling it in so often. The amount of damage that it bumps up to so quickly is kind of obscene.
Yeah, that's the idea. Boom. It only fires once. Because we're down to 8 cards now, right? And then it fires twice, but it won't get to fire twice. And that's the deck. That's the shenanigans with exhaust. You and I had talked about this a lot. I 100% appreciate you coming on and playing through with Max and other things. I'm not clicking any of these very carefully. Let's go to the end score screen. This is my usual hour and shenanigans with 100+ combat turns. Like we have all of these, like everything. Thoughts, comments, questions, concerns? Anything you want to say to chat?
I think I need to play more Cobalt Core.
Oh, it's so good. Every card is good. Like remove from your brain that like that card's not good or I can't play that card. No, they're good. But why? Why are they good? Who knows? Like
yeah, apparently I need to be less precious. I would say that. I mean, you've seen the way I play. It's
your cards are your children, okay? Like
exactly. And I lean pretty heavily into a couple of it's the sort of thing is once I realize I have a 2 or 3 cards that I'm used to running, run with it. But I've gotten to the point, since I've beat the game, I am more open to the idea of now just playing it to learn rather than playing it to see the wonderful storyline. Now it's more, all right, let's learn, let's play some weird characters, figure this out.
I've only been playing it on normal. Let me be very clear. I've not really played hard, harder, or hardest. Like I think the problem with playing on hard, harder, and hardest is that like it will make all of your strategies that you can do come down to less strategies. And one of the things I would like to see about the game, because I haven't even played all the way through, right? Hey, our next one's 69. Nice. Just the next time you play, look at this page and pick one you haven't played yet.
That's a very good idea.
Just pick one you haven't played yet. I just started at Dizzy here and was like, brrr, brrr, and you just start plowing, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Same with Dead by Daylight. There are very few bad perks, only ones that don't suit your playstyle. Yeah, just play with all of them for different reasons.
And that's definitely the way this game is for me. Is my playstyle. Isaac does not suit my playstyle, but that doesn't in any way mean that he's bad. It just means that I need to play him more, learn him, and accept that I'm gonna just fail a bunch. But again, now that I have gotten through, my goal on stream really was to get through, see the story, see all the memories, learn about the characters. And now that I'm finished with that, it's it's on to learning how to actually be good at the game, not just how to get a win condition.
That's right. That's right. All right, let me sign off on stream here. I'm gonna then mute everything, and I'll be right back with you. Chat. Thanks everyone for watching. If it's your first time here, press follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube because this will go out to YouTube at some point, and we'll see you on the next one.